therefore the cotangent bundle 5 is over mono and leaving a pseudo-potential operator, the so-called Benson operator. I know I'm Robert Benson, but it's what people call it. This operator can be applied in the canonical fashion, of course, to the Dirichlet domain of a convex dialogue rhythm, which leads to a pseudo-Gaussian...
You stole these results!
No, what are you talking about?
These are not your results.
These are my results.
I published these results at the mathematical proceedings of the Albanian Philosophical Society. You learn to read Albanian. You steal them!
Oh, this isn't right. They're mine.
You think no one ever know, but I know.
Oh, no, I did it myself. It's on my chest.
Steal all these results. You take what is not his and pretend it is his.
I'm not feeling very good. I just someone called my
Very bad mathematician.
Stop it!
Winky time, Bobby!
Don't call me Bobby! My mother called me by. I hate being called Bobby. I'm Robert.
I know, that's the point, Bobby. Now get up, Bobby, get up. Time for orientation.
This isn't the Washington Convention Center.
Now move it, Bobby.
No! Oh! This must be some sort of dream.
For a mathematician, you seem pretty slow on the uptake, Bobby. Get moving. Now sit down.
Who are all these people?
New arrivals. Just like you. That's why they're all moaning and gnashing their teeth.
It's a motley crew. They must have done some horrible things.
Believe me, Bobby, they did.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? We're very proud to present you the Prince of Perversity, the Monarch of Mayhem, the Sovereign of Suffering, none other than His Highness, King of Hades. Yes, give it up for Lucifer!
Welcome to hell! We're very glad to have you all joining us. Now our job here is very simple. To make you as miserable as we can. We want you to be miserable today, miserable tomorrow, and miserable every day after. For, shall we say, eternity? And your job is very simple. To suffer horribly for the rest of your existence. Now, there aren't a lot of rules here, because if there were and you broke them, what would we do? You're already experiencing the most horrible abominations we can think of, so don't worry about rules. We'll begin as soon as possible. We don't want you to miss any more suffering than absolutely necessary. You just need to fill out some paperwork, and then we'll get this party started. Anyway, enjoy your stay!
Who is he now?
The boss man wants to see you, Bobby.
Me? Why me? He picked me out? Specifically out of all of these people?
Yup, so shut your trap and come with me. Here he is, boss.
Oh, hello, your monstrousness.
This is the mathematician?
Yes, sir.
You know, we don't get a lot of mathematicians down here.
What? You don't? What about Plinker? Surely Plinker's here.
Not ringing any bells.
Herbert Plinker? Funny-looking guy, short, big nose, tripped, fell down the stairs about a year ago, broke his neck. Such a jerk.
Being a jerk doesn't get you into hell.
It does.
Well, I mean, in your case, passing off someone else's results as your own, cheating the math department out of its cookie fund, having someone else take your qualifying exam?
Thank God they weren't orals.
You know, most mathematicians tend to be law-abiding citizens. They don't get into much trouble. Too busy doing math. They don't drink much since it interferes with their ability to work. They don't kill other people in jealous fits of rage. I mean, they're pretty even-keeled for the most part.
I see, so I'm odd mathematician acts.
So it would seem. Now, as to the reason I wanted to talk to you, I need some advice.
Advisor to Lucifer. I like the sound of that. I'm at your service, your patroness.
I have a problem with eternity.
Eternity? It's a long time.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, we're talking infinity here. We're not talking a year, we're not talking a decade, not a century, not a millennium. Those are blinks of an eye when confronting eternity. It just goes on and on and on.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but the problem is that it's my job to make the residents of hell miserable for eternity. Not so easy to do.
Why not? Can't you just roast them in fire forever?
Doesn't work. No matter how bad something is, you suffer it long enough and you get used to it. It becomes the norm.
Ah. So you want me to come up with some new torments?
No. We have a complete list of the torments. There are 1,000.
What do you mean 1,000? There's certainly more than that.
There are 1,000 fundamentally different torments. I mean, you gotta understand, we don't distinguish between being eaten by grasshoppers and being eaten by crickets. We don't distinguish between being boiled alive in virgin olive oil and being boiled alive in extra virgin olive oil.
Okay. Fair enough. So there's 1,000 torments. Just cycle through them. Do one each year and just keep going.
That's the problem. Like I said, eternity's a long time. 1,000 years is nothing. I mean, 1,000,000 years is nothing. After 1,000,000 years, you've been through the cycle 1,000 times. You know exactly what's coming next. There's no surprise. There's no dread. It's like punching a clock after a while.
So what do you need?
I need randomness. I need for no one to know what's coming next.
Okay, so what's your plan?
Well, I was thinking that I could use monkeys.
Monkeys?
Yeah, you know, I mean, if you leave a monkey typing long enough, eventually it writes Hamlet.
You want Hamlet?
No, I want the monkeys to generate the sequence of torments. Then no one will know what to expect. Each new number will be a surprise.
Where are you going to get monkeys?
Are you kidding? Monkeys are the worst. They all end up in hell.
I did not know that. I kind of thought hell was reserved for humans.
You know, with evolution and all, it's hard to draw a clear line. So we just
I don't feel so special anymore. But, you know, people have tried this.
Tried what? The monkeys?
Yes! At University of Plymouth, 2003, they put a keyboard and a monitor in a cage with 6 monkeys for a month just to see what they produced.
And?
5 pages. That's what they produced. 5 pages. Mostly the letter S. And they took turns urinating and defecating on the keyboard.
That doesn't sound so random.
That's the problem with monkeys. They're lousy number generators. Random number generators.
What's a random number generator?
What you want? It's a system for generating random numbers. So if you want a random sequence of numbers, each from 1 to 1,000, it picks them out.
Yeah, no, that's what I want.
Well, it's not as simple as that.
So why not?
Because most of the generators that are out there are pseudo-random number generators. A pseudo-random number generator simulates a random number generator for a long amount of time. But then it repeats. Like the linear congruence generator given by x to the n plus 1 equals a to the x to the n plus b mod m, where a and b are big numbers, and in your case, m is equal to 1,000. So the next number in your sequence, x to the n plus 1, comes from the previous numbers xn and a and b. If you know a and b in the starting number xn, then all subsequent numbers are determined.
But, I mean, how is that random if each number is determined by the previous one?
That's why it's called pseudo-random. It's not random, but for all intents and purposes, it is.
Oh, I mean, that sounds perfect.
There is a problem. can only generate at most 1,000 numbers before it repeats.
What? Why?
Since that's we're doing everything mod 1,000. Each time it picks a new number, there are only 1,000 candidates. And the minute it repeats a number you've seen before, since all the subsequent numbers just depend on it, it will repeat all the numbers that follow that number, so it gets into an endless loop.
Oh, I mean, we can't have any loops. Once someone's been suffering long enough, they'll spot the loop and know what the torment that's coming is next.
So maybe you need something fancier. Maybe you need the Mersenne Twister.
Ooh, I like that name. Sounds painful.
I know. It has a period length of 2 to the 19,937 minus 1, which is a Mersenne prime.
Yes. But then it repeats?
Yeah, but yeah, you know how big 2 to the 19,997 minus 1 is?
Yes. I know exactly how big it is. It's finite. That's nothing compared to eternity.
Okay. You don't want a pseudo random number generator. You want an actual random number generator.
Yes, that sounds right. What about something like the digits of pi?
Not such a bad idea. But unfortunately, we don't even know if the digits of pi are normal.
What does that mean?
It means that each of the 10 digits appears the right number of times, which is to say, 1/10 of the time. And each pair of digits appears 1/100th of the time. Each triple of 1,000th of the time. You get the idea.
But how could it be random if it wasn't normal?
That's the problem.
Okay, well, are there numbers whose digits are known to be normal?
A few.
Okay, like what?
Well, take the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Just put all the integers in a sequence. That's known to be normal.
But that's stupid. That's about the least random number you can come up with.
I didn't say it was random. I said it was normal.
I'm beginning to get a little frustrated with you. And that's not good for you.
Wait. Hey, base it off atomic fluctuation or radioactive decay. These are so-called physical random number generators.
So what guarantees they're random?
The laws of quantum mechanics.
Great. So now I need a physicist. They're even better behaved than mathematicians. They can take a long time to get one down here.
Look, if you want a physical random number generator, go low-tech, old school, the way people have done it for centuries.
What do you mean?
All you really need is a human to repeatedly roll a die. That's just as good as a random number generator. And it's not like you have a shortage of humans down here.
Really? That would work?
Yeah, I guess in your case you just need 3 10-sided die, 1 for each digit.
No problem. I can get them made within the hour.
Okay, then you're set. You just need a chump to keep rolling the dice.
Not a problem finding a chump around here. Get him set up.
What? I'm no chump. But it turned out I was. So if you end up in hell, be reassured that thanks to yours truly, your torments will be randomly assigned for eternity. At least you won't get bored. Boredom was not one of the 1,000 torments. But if you ask me, it should be. Me on board all the time. I guess I should be grateful that I'm not being boiled alive in virgin olive oil. But sometimes I wish I was, just to have a change of pace. All I do is roll. One day, 1 year, 1 century after another, those stupid dice. And for however many years I do it, I still have an eternity left. That's how it works with eternity. It is a very, very, very long